The call came while the delivery men were still in my living room, stacking suitcases like a barricade against my walls. Cardboard scraped tile, zippers rasped. My phone vibrated. "Did you receive the luggage from my family?" he asked, voice bright with certainty. "We're going to live with them from today." I looked at the tower of borrowed lives. Then at the empty closet I had cleared that morning. "Yes," I said, "I did. And I just sent my belongings to my new condo today." Silence, a breath caught. "What?" That pause was the sound of a plan collapsing. We did not start this way. We started with hands intertwined on a bus ride home, our knees touching like a secret. He told me he loved how calm I was. I told him I trusted him. We built a small life from promises and receipts. He said partnership. I heard safety. I believed him. Then the gravity shifted. It always does quietly. Dinners turned into delays. His phone learned to sleep face down. His family's needs arrived fully formed, heavy, unquestionable. Suggestions became instructions. Instructions became assumptions. I was expected to adjust, to bend, to host, to absorb. Love apparently was elastic, only mine. I noticed the math before I noticed the betrayal. Money moving without conversation. Decisions announced after the fact. His mother's name appearing in places it didn't belong. A calendar filled by other hands. I asked once. He smiled once. The smile was wrong. Too fast, too smooth. Evidence does not arrive like thunder. It arrives like dust. A message preview that vanished. A bank alert that did not match the story. A lease extension email sent to him and not to me. I kept breathing. I kept smiling. I kept notes. Control is quieter than anger. Control sits and listens. Control waits. When I finally saw the message that mattered, it was mundane. A plan to move. Not discussed. Already executed. He had told his family we were ready. He had decided my home was a corridor for their comfort. My consent was implied. My life portable. I did not confront him. I planned. I met with a lawyer before I cried. I printed statements. I documented timelines. I photographed the apartment, every corner I had paid for. I rerouted my salary. I froze shared accounts within my rights. I secured my documents and placed them where only I could reach. I booked a condo under my name, quiet and clean, with light that came in honest angles. I told no one who would leak. Silence is a shield. I boxed my belongings at dawn. The clink of glass, the soft thud of books. Each item a vote. Each box a boundary. I signed papers. I paid deposits. I changed passwords. I left nothing dramatic behind. Drama feeds the wrong people. When the luggage arrived from his family, it felt almost polite. As if the universe wanted to be sure he saw the symmetry. His things coming in. Mine going out. Then the call. Then the pause. He arrived an hour later, breathless, eyes scanning the room as if answers might be hiding behind the suitcases. "What do you mean, condo?" he said. "We decided." "You decided," I said. My voice was steady. That unnerved him. He tried anger. It slid off. He tried confusion. It failed. He tried authority. It rang hollow in a room that was no longer mine to defend. I handed him the envelope, papers, dates, signatures, a timeline he could not argue with. The realization moved through him slowly. First disbelief, then fear, then calculation. He asked about money. I told him what was legal. He asked about reconciliation. I told him what was over. His family called. I did not answer. Their luggage sat between us like witnesses. "I was doing this for us," he said. "No," I said. "You were doing this without me." The truth is sharp when it is simple. He looked smaller then. Betrayers often do when the stage lights turn. He asked where I would go. I told him he would not know. He asked when I planned this. I told him when he stopped asking me anything. I left before the argument could grow legs. The door closed with a sound that felt final and clean. In the elevator, my reflection looked like someone I recognized. Calm, awake. The condo smelled like new paint and quiet. I placed my keys on the counter and sat on the floor. I did not cry. I laughed once. A short, surprised sound. Relief has a voice. Later, he texted. Apologies, promises, blame folded into regret. I archived it. Justice does not require applause. I learned something important that day. Revenge does not have to be loud. It does not need witnesses. It only needs timing, truth, and the courage to move first. He tried to rewrite the story. He could not. I had already published my ending. Now when I think of that pause on the phone, I smile. It was the exact moment he realized my silence had been work. My patience had been preparation, and my leaving was not an escape. It was the plan.